勢いが変わった。
Hey, what's up guys, Upper Tofu here, and I'll be going over some Amazon games as well. My deck's always like changing, so right now I don't have certain cards in here like Lightning Storm or Scouts. I'm like testing out different stuff as I keep climbing up the ladder, but in this replay we'll have these cards here. So he chained Max C thinking that he was gonna discard with Shiren, so I think he just misplayed a little bit here. But he's still gonna get off his Kelbeck and his fusion summoning. He's got the King of the Swamp in the grave, so he could fuse into like literally anything he wants. And he's going to kick Hallows, send himself to mill 5, and then Merly mills 3, so it's 8. So he's gonna get 8 mills. It'll get a bunch of chains right here. Adding, does he have like a monster? Yeah, he adds a monster. So good thing he didn't mill Scream, because if he mills Scream, he gets to add a trap card to his hand, and if he adds Crime, that's like an Omni negate. So hopefully he doesn't do that, but he sends more shufflers. He goes into Barone with 2 and 2 4s. So right now he's got a Barone, a special summon activation negate, a Sprite Elf protecting both of these guys from targeting, and Mudor is like a graveyard shuffler along with more graveyard shufflers in his graveyard. So we Lightning Storm to force out his negate on Barone. And then we just go, oh, he's going to summon Merly. I'm going to Max C. Going to get some cards here. We got the Village. He milled another Kelbeck, so mill him 4 5. And he got Scream and Grave, I believe. But I think all his traps are in the graveyard, so he can't really add anything. Yeah, all his traps are in the grave. So we evenly him. Mudora, shuffle back. 3 monsters, or 3 cards. He leaves Rukalos, which is smart. We go for reinforcements, adding our Amazoness Princess. Play our Village, summon Princess. She adds a spell or trap. He activates Habness. We chain Ash to negate, but he will have Habness for next turn. So we go for Onslaught here, and we set our Golden Whip and pass. So I'm just doing Onslaught just so it checks him when he attacks. He has to decide if he wants to get banished, or he does have to get rid of the Onslaught with like his Kaleido Heart, but looks like he can't get it, so he ends his turn. Our turn, we draw into the Call, which is one of the best cards. So we search for our War Chief, and we summon our Scouts. We activate Onslaught, so he gets banished, and then the Village triggers, so we can summon another card, add Polly. She attacks, Scouts attacks, and then we use Onslaught to special summon our War Chief, and then that triggers our Silver Sword to put it in the Pendulum Zone, but he shuffles us back, so we can't actually do it. And then War Chief's attacks. And I didn't activate War Chief because he has Habness in hand, so I was kind of afraid of the Habness into all the fusion summoning stuff. Okay, so he activates Shren, Mills, Habness, and the Shadal, and Kelbeck. So I activate Scouts preemptively, so you can't target our monsters. He mills 5, but he does get to go for Dragos Stapelia, but he can't target these guys because of the Scouts, and he can't target these guys with Kaleido either. So he targets Onslaught, which was a good choice. He mills Merly again, and then he goes to fusion into Kalos, and then he goes for the attack. And then Village triggers. I get this special summon another War Chief, but he's gonna... Oh, he doesn't negate it. So we get to set our Onslaught because it was during damage step, I believe. So that's why he couldn't activate his Dragos Stapelia. So we get our Onslaught, and then he has Medora for the shuffle. Shuffling back his spell and traps. So right now, his board consists of... So we draw Cosmic, right? So his board right now consists of a negate, and then I think... Oh, he doesn't even have Rukalos. Okay, he doesn't have Rukalos. So we activate her, returning this to hand, but he does shuffle us back. So he shuffles us back, but we still get to add the Pendulum to hand, and the reason why that's important is because we have Secret Arts engraved. So Secret Arts, if we banish it, it allows us to special, or it allows us to fuse from our extra deck, like 1 from extra deck, 1 from hand. So we have Polly, so we're going to fuse 1 from extra deck and 1 from hand. And then that summons our Augusta. But he will be able to negate us with his Dragos Stapelia. And I think he can shuffle us back again. Let's see. Okay, so we get to add that on the field. Amazoness Call lets us attack every monster he controls. Onslaught, basically, when we attack, it banishes them. And it's not once per turn either. It's just like forever. So, yeah. That's game number 1 with Amazoness. Alright, game number 2 was one of the highlights of the stream as well. I'm sure you guys remember if you guys watched it. But yeah, let's get started. So he goes for Diviner, sends Kelbeck, and then mills 5 for both of us. We hit Secret Arts, which is nice. But looks like he got to add a card. He gets to draw 1. Sends 5 more. Still no... Okay, we got Tiger, Baby Tiger, which is a good graveyard card. He adds Havness to hand for next turn. And goes into Brona de Fleur, so he has a negate right here. And I don't know if he added Crime yet. Did he add Crime? Doesn't look like it. He didn't mill the Tear or the Screams yet. So we just keep going. Goes into Rukalos. Yeah. Goes into Rukalos, and then 2 level 4s on the field. So probably either like Abyss Dweller or Time Thief. Oh, he goes into Winda, and he gets 1 more special. Abyss Dweller, okay. So he's preparing for the Tear like mirror match. That's why he's got Abyss Dweller and Shaddoll Winda. But lucky for us, we don't play Tear. So we play Secret Arts, the Abyss Dweller. So what he should have done is he should have just played Abyss Dweller during draw phase, but he kind of missed it. Normal summon, he negates it for some reason. I don't know why. Battle phase evenly. So we blow out his whole board, and we're gonna go for a Poly into our Augusta, but we can't special summon anymore just because he has Winda. He uses his special on his Fairy Tale Snow, puts us on face down defense, so we lose our double attack effect because she went back face down. And it's his turn. He goes to instant fusion, but I think he's forgetting that his Winda also blocks him as well, so we sort of use this to our advantage. So he adds Merly, he normal summons Merly, he mills cards, but he can't do anything because of Winda, so his own card is kind of stopping him right now. So we flip our card face up, normal summon, add Amazoness Call, and then we use Call to add War Chief, and then we summon War Chief. He max sees us. Medora, for some reason, getting rid of... Oh, putting his field spell back in his deck. We get to set a card, Havness. That's his 1 special summon, so now he can't fuse anymore. And we go to battle. So I purposefully attack everything except Winda because it looks like it's hindering him, right? So we just leave it up on purpose, even though we could have killed it. And he's going to shuffle back 3 more. He's trying to fuse away his Winda, but he can't. And so we got the Called By for the Snow. He chains Snow, banishes 7. We DD Crow, Chain Link 3. And then he's going to banish 7 more. And then we go for the Called By for Chain Link 5. So he banishes 21 cards in total to summon a Snow. And he puts us in face down defense, but we just flip him back up and we attack. You go for Onslaught to banish Snow for good. I should have attacked with Augusta, but I sort of ended my turn. We didn't have lethal here, so that's why I ended the turn. Because as soon as we destroy Winda, he's going to be able to do a bunch of special summons. He goes into Dark, DD Crow into Sprite Elf, and Sprite Elf into Merly, and then Merly mills special summons, unless he only runs 1. Let's get into game number 3 against Tears again. So usually what I like to see in my hand is like Maxi, at least like a Maxi or an evenly matched if I can. I have 3 of each. We chain Maxi. Or sometimes like DD Crow's not enough to stop them, but it sort of kind of. I might take it out eventually with like maybe Effect Veiler or something, but I like Imperm, Evenly, and Maxi to stop the tier player, especially like Kit Kalos. Imperm is really good. And since Instant Fusion's actually going to get banned, Imperm is going to be even better now, so because the Instant Fusion triggers the effect even after Imperm. so that kind of sucks, but it's gonna get banned at least. So he sets, I think that's Suliek, and then we just go for evenly. Dark Law makes it so like every card we send to grave is getting banished. I probably just should have like put him face down instead of like activating and showing him like extra cards in my hand for like no reason. But that's okay. So he's just going to battle phase. I always flip this up in battle step. That way, I think that way he can't react. Get banished. I get to summon Amazonas Queen with Onslaught, and she prevents all Amazonas from being destroyed by battle. So I go straight to battle and I attack. I activate Onslaught to special summon him. It gives him like an extra 500 bonus, so extra damage there. And then we have Imperm Called By, which is a pretty good setup. So he has a face down. Looks like he's bricking. We got Princess, but then he activates Havness. But luckily we do have Called By. So he's going to activate, and we're going to Called By Mudora. Even if he shuffles, he can't activate it. And then we won. So yeah, there we go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Here's my deck list just in case you guys want to know. It's not the same as the one in the video because it's always kind of changing again. So, but yeah, thank you guys. If you guys like the video, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you guys in my stream or the next video. Bye bye.